Good evening. Malvern Hills this time. I'm out again with Dan of Camplife Bushcraft. We're on a two-nighter. Doesn't really need 2 nights in the Malvern Hills, but we've got the time, so we're taking it, and the forecast is good. Fair, anyway. Bit of a plan didn't quite go right earlier on. Parked up in Malvern with the intention of catching a bus. It was always going to be tight. Traffic, leaving work, getting away, and all of that. Malarkey. Desperately close on planning to get to Malvern in time to catch a bus at whatever it was, 5:50, 10 to 6 from outside a hotel. Parked up, boots on, pretty well ran to the bus stop. Missed the bus by a minute, literally. A couple of guys said, "No, you missed it, mate." Never mind. Anyway, caught a cab, no big deal. Direct to the pub. Had a quick turbo pint. Well, actually, not turbo, and more than 1 pint, but anyway. And we're on our way to enjoy the Malvern Hills. Whoop, whoop. Hi, I'm Warren Brandon. Welcome to another Linleys video. Can't see it now, but we left the Yew Tree Inn 20 minutes, half an hour. So we've actually walked south a little bit further south, heading for the southern end of the Malvern Hills, and we're heading for the Millennium Hill, which is the southernmost main hill feature. There's a fortified old Iron Age fort there of some sort, some earthworks, I believe. We then curve around to our left and then head north. First night we'll find a place to pitch up, hopefully on a high summit somewhere, and then head further north back towards Malvern, and then head up to the North Hill, which pretty well is directly in front of me there. We'd better crack on. The light is gorgeous, but we've only got about 2 hours of light left, and we'd rather like to catch the sunset from the summit, so let's crack on. We've updated our route plan. We were going to go the long route round to see the caves and then another sort of kilometre along the very southern edge of the ridge. But we're picking up the sort of direct, fairly steep, sorry Dan, fairly steep path, kind of fairly directly up to the Millennium Hill. It'll save quite a bit of walking time. But obviously we've got the same height gain to make, but it'll be okay. We do want to get to the top and get the sunset, and the sun is beginning to just dip down just that little bit, and we don't want to miss it. Yeah. This is quite hard work, actually. Yeah. We're breaking out from the trees though, Dan, yes? Yeah. Clearing up ahead, yeah. So that'll be the ridge. Yeah. Oh, nice. With that golden light. Yeah. Oh, look in that. We are almost right up on top of this Millennium Hill, and just around here all these earthworks are the ancient fortifications or whatever they may be, all those gullies and troughs from the early, well, Roman, no not Roman, pre-Roman, whatever it is, Iron Age fort period. This is gorgeous, lovely golden light. I'm pleased we cut the corner off and didn't waste time going further south. That was kind of on my original plan. But now look at that. Oh yeah. Wow. And we're not even at the top yet. And we're heading on. Just to get to that ridge and the great reveal the other side with the little Diddy reservoir there that does seem only half cut with water. We're just heading north now, not quite into the sunset, north, and the hill fort will just be there. Whatever kind of earthwork remains of that, we shall discover. To check in with Dan, but I think we found our spot for tonight, just on that flat bit behind me there. Just going to take a look at our onward route tomorrow on north, and indeed there's quite a few little kind of bumpy features on the ridge, and then there's that north hill right in the distance over there. The light's just going, but it's still awesome. What a sweet place. We found a little corner here just off the top. We're going to sit, relax for a bit, have a beer and chill. There's a couple of people just to the side of the main summit, so we'll just let them drift away, and later we'll pitch up at sunset, which is the right thing to do. Moon's up. Half moon. What a glorious view all the way around. Yeah. The light is just going while we're on the top of this hill. It is a bit windy. We've actually decided to pitch just off the top, just on the other side, just a little bit down. It'll give us a chance of not being disturbed in the morning for hopefully an extra hour or so. This really is a remarkable location. Going to head back to our chosen little pitch spot for the night. I think everybody's off the top. There were some hill walking people, a couple of people with little day packs walking past, some dog walkers, and some couples walking through. This evening. But we have got the summit here to ourselves, so we're gonna, I think, set up now, get our tents out. We might as well do that. We're not going to be disturbed, and it's sunset time, so all is good, really.
But quite an easy place to get to.
Would be, nobody else would be up here. That will end.
we're going to pack up so that we're not here. It's not right to be on the hill out now that it's after sunrise really. So we're going to pack up tents, move off yonder, maybe even go back up on top and have a coffee, brew up and have a coffee. So we've got lots of time, have an hour, just relaxing. Set really well. Dad's already packing up, so it's probably time to get on, pack up and have a coffee. I need a coffee. Morning.
We've left the southern summit peak, Millennium Hill, and heading north on a long trek. Well, not really very long at all, is it? A few miles. And head north to that there peak, which is now out of the clouds. Oh, up. We've left the main road and that little hotel junction behind, and we're now heading back up to the high ground. That Millennium Hill I've been referring to is actually called the British Camp, and I've also been saying something about Iron Age workings and Iron Age fort, but actually it might not be Iron Age. I don't know when Iron Age is actually. A little sign there, stone plaque, was talking about 200 BC, a really big encampment constructed there, the best in Britain or something. Certainly a very significant hilltop encampment anyway. But now onwards. We've joined this top ridge line now, so views are back with us all around, looking there on the east over the wide flat plains, and looking back around, actually that is the top summit of where we were last night. That's cool. And ahead of us we've got 2 or 3 kind of dinosaur back ridge pieces to go up and over. That's going to be great. Still have to work out where we're going to stay tonight, but we'll work that out as we get there. It's muggy, hot and sweaty actually, but I was just reflecting on when I was here the last time. I think it was with what I happily call the Yellow Minibus Brigade, a group of lovely people that I used to kind of lead various walks around the country. We used to go off in yellow minibus, the works yellow minibus I used to borrow, not quite hire, it was official but didn't hire it, borrowed it for the weekend, and I used to take a bunch of lovely people out. And I think one of the spots we went to was this Malvern Hills, not as a camping trip. We had used a YHA placement somewhere. Whether there's one in Malvern, I really don't remember. Neil would have been on it, so Neil, if you know, at the point, if you catch this video sometime, drop me a comment below just to help out with whether you remember, because you'd have been there, Neil. Oh, another good view up ahead of the next little ridge. Black Hill, on the top of Black Hill. Oh, good view, both sides of the ridge. Both sides, all the way back also to British Camp, just over yonder. It's a bit cloudy, you don't get that really clear, distant view. It's quite a busy place. There's those cyclists buzzing through, and then there's been a group of runners. They said they're on a 20-mile run. There's about a dozen or so of them. all with numbers on, so some sort of organised event. Yeah, so Great Malvern is over there, and that's where I've parked. Pinnacle Hill next.
Yeah, something that I unfortunately have to go through.
Pinnacle Hill. Pinnacle Hill right here, with Black Hill there, and Jubilee's next, and then North Hill further yonder, and views all the way around. Obviously the land there, all the way around. It's a bit kind of, wouldn't say cloudy, but a bit misty, kind of hazy. But the views are fantastic all the way to, well, that'll be the Pennines. Way over a ridge there, that'll be the Pennines. And whatever else is there. Can't actually think. And then north, around, west is Wales. So I don't know what we can see of Wales. It's very hazy. Just off Perseverance Hill now, with the little track just below us, diving into the tunnels, although it's single track there. I think apparently there are 2 tunnels, one of which was used for storing things, some secret hush things during the Second World War apparently, but it's single track now. It seems glorious. We're heading down now, just to find a pub. It just happens to find a pub, you know, as you do, and we're going to have a pint and maybe a bite to eat as well, break the day up a bit. We've got lots of time.
Right on the road.
Yeah.
Things ticked on it. I says I want to give David, so Dave Hospice get a bit more money. And she put more details and she caused more details. Now I find.
So the retard was very nice.
We've been in the chase. The other one, what was it called? The one with the water leak? Can't remember. The other one was shut. We was really disappointed, because I had just said literally 1 minute to the pub, we'll be there by 12. Pub opens at 12. But no. Very sad looking man saying had to close, water leak. Next one, 10-minute walk down here. Actually the chase here where we've just been, lovely. Actually, we've just sat in the cool shade, had a couple of beers, I've had a burger. And actually, for a couple of hours, just chilled. We now have to remotivate ourselves. Yeah, get back on the trail, which is this way. Just walk. Wow, we are making good progress. It is warm. To Beacon Hill, which is kind of the main lump, the highest lump in the northern section of the Malvern Hills. It's just ahead of us here. Yeah.
Just saying to her, I think we're halfway up the highest point. I think that is it there.
We are very, very near the summit of Beacon Hill with the trig point on top. There are loads of people there though, so it's going to be a bit busy. Yeah, and from here you can see all the way back to where we were last night on the top of the British camp there, and all of the hill peaks in between, and all the way over to Wales, and all the way over to the kind of Midlands. Fantastic.
Picture of you.
Huh? No.
No, we're good, thank you.
It's just been.
It's good. Very good. .360 view. People say it's a 360 view, and indeed it is. We were talking to somebody earlier on in the day, and they were saying that from here you can see what was called 13 old counties, and it's something like from here you can see 1/6 of the number of counties in England or something. England and Wales. Amazing.
I don't know.
Harry.
We are just off the top of the summit of North Hill, and we've been circling around a little bit, lost a little bit of time, had a beer already. Slight bit of drama with a drone. Do catch Dan's commentary about the drone issue. I found it in very, very, very tall bracken. How about that? GPS. Good GPS fix, eh? But anyway, we've settled down for this just off the top of the summit, little rocky outcrop. We're going to enjoy the sunset. Just going to finish my old speckled hen before setting to work with getting some supper going. So on the menu this evening, I've got the fire pot Tuscan stew. Not had this one before, so I'm going to try it out tonight. Don't forget to take the oxygen eater out. That looks okay. That looks. It's still hot. Well, I'm all settled and snuggled up in my tent. It's been quite a busy evening, really. It's a bit more blowy tonight, as you may be able to hear. Because of the lie of the land, I'm also sleeping with my head into the wind, which does in the acto mean that I get buffeted a little bit in the night, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. Yep, it's been a great day out. Catch you in the morning.
Good morning, good morning. I think it's just after 6:30. Time to get up, really. But the old hay fever eyes. Oh, slept well, really well. I think Dan's up. He's called out to me just a few minutes ago. But I've not looked out. I didn't get up at all in the night, which is most unusual. I suppose we weren't to bed really early, so it was about midnight. But that's over 6 hours, and I've been asleep most of the time, I think. Must have stirred on and off, but let's look outside. Morning.
This is steep. Finding our way off the North Hill. It's been another epic. Thoroughly enjoyed these 2 nights out with Dan. We've been lucky with the weather, a bit hot really. But all is good now. Heading back to the car. I parked up in Malvern itself, just in a side street, well away from anything busy. Ah, we're back on the path here, that's good. Thank you, Dan, for
Thank you very much.
an excellent weekend. We've had 2 good days.
Thank you for your search and rescue abilities.
Search and rescue. Yep. Thank you for watching the video. If you've stuck with it so far, this far, that far, I am hopeless. Thank you for sticking with my video. If you liked it and any of the other content, please give us a subscribe. This one, a little cheeky like would help too. Thanks for watching and bye for now.